Well, hi, welcome to Rainbow Gaming. I'm Matt,
I'm Chase.
and welcome to Harvestman and Friends in Mineral Town. See, I can read it. It's
There we go.
right there in front of
Yes, we want to load the gay farm.
me.
Oh, we were, in horse races are at 10 a.m. Alright, so we can't do shit for another hour.
Well, that's cool.
Irritating.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Oh yeah, by the way,
What's this?
this is an empty lot.
And what could you do here?
I'm pretty sure you can buy it and put a vacation home there.
Literally,
Or
like,
a barn or something, I don't know. It's
literally,
your
like,
empty lot.
Literally, like, right across from you.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems pointless, but...
It does. But anyways.
Where's this from?
Yodel.
Yodel. Yodel Farm are racing too. This year someone else is racing, but it used to be Farley. Alright, so if there's a little heart thing like that, that's someone that you could potentially... Okay. That's a guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Couldn't tell.
That's right. That's Potpourri's brother.
That's Potpourri's brother. And Potpourri is the pink hair girl.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just assumed somebody's checking.
You're good. I get so excited about the races. I have a knack for picking winners.
You know
you can go betting on horses too.
You know who she reminds me of?
Hmm.
Oh, what the hell is her name from Dragon Ball Z? She's an android that ends up marrying Krillin. I think it's 19 or something like that.
Have you made a bet yet? I already have.
I bet this is a bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah, here's Doug. He's getting excited about the horse races every year.
What does he do?
Doug owns the, oh my god, what does he own? I don't remember.
The Rubber Sticks, Karan. He looks like a mobster.
He owns the winery with his wife.
Nope.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
I'm not gonna say it.
Have you played the bet yet? You do with the mayor. Oh yeah.
Who's he?
That's the postman.
Hey there, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, just like looking at everybody's horses. Yo, same.
I already know who you are.
Ray wanted to come too, but Saibara wouldn't let. Ooh. Now we get some insight. Saibara's kind of a hard ass. I'm waiting for this to stay the whole year. No, I wasn't trying to talk to you. You said pretty horses. That's me. I'm that kid.
Yeah, that's you.
What's important is becoming one with the horse. That's actually true. That's how you go riding. I can't believe you all aren't scared of cow, but that's good. Yeah, it gets a little scary.
When you were doing that, like, what was the scariest thing learning when you went equestrian?
You mean first starting out or
like
after years?
Well, let's go with first starting out.
First starting out, it's kind of terrible. Well, see, I can't remember a whole hell of a lot because I started out when I was a year and a half old. So I was a little baby.
Okay, so in the years to come.
So, probably when you're first starting out, I notice a lot of beginners are kind of terrified that, like, when you fall, it's kind of from a bit of a height. Especially if you're bucked off. So, the last horse farm I worked at, I was trying to train with this horse who was unrideable. He wasn't green, he just had trauma. And he, I had put a saddle on wrong because it was an Australian saddle and I had no idea how to put it on correctly.
Right.
Because when you ride a traditional American Western or an English saddle, on a Western it's called a cinch, on an English it's called a girth, but it's the part that goes under the horse and connects to the saddle to hold it on. Mm-hmm. They're buckles. They're like belt buckles. So you just buckle it tightly so it stays on the horse. That is it. This thing had straps that you had to like tie them down, and you had to do it like underneath and then go back across underneath, and it was complicated and convoluted, and I didn't know how to do it. So I put my foot in the stirrup. I went to step up onto it, and the saddle slid.
Oh.
And it was enough to freak this horse out, so he bucked. And I went straight up in the air, like 6 or 7 feet, and landed on my back.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was horrendous. But that's kind of like the scariest things when you're up in the air and you're like, there's no horse underneath me.
This is about to hurt.
This is gonna hurt just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
but
sorry. No, you're good.
But race. Yeah. I just do it just to get it over with.
So are you playing any of them?
No, because we don't have a horse, so we don't race. But I think as a more seasoned equestrian, because I rode the first like 13, 14 years of my life, I was dedicated. As a more seasoned equestrian, the things that scare me now are working with scared, traumatized horses, because you don't know what trauma they've been in.
Right.
Like you don't know what they've been through. So like working with this horse's name is Traveler, and he was a doll. He was so sweet when you're doing groundwork with him, and like grooming him went fine, taking him out of the paddock went fine, except for putting the halter on, because a lot of his trauma was based on his face.
Yeah, I think you told me about this.
But trying to put a halter on him was damn near impossible. So I ended up putting the lead rope around his neck and leading him out that way, because it was just easier. But I think a lot of people, their fear is, and like, the bigger the horse, the bigger the fall. So if you're riding like a quarter horse, their shoulders are about my height, maybe a little bit less. They're like 5'5" at the shoulder, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If you're riding like a big draft horse, their shoulders are like 6 feet off the ground. They're tall. They're very tall. Because they have to be big, because they're draft horses. They're pulling, that's the kind of horse you use for like plow work and pulling wagons and shit like that. So
How many races are there, by the way?
4. When I was like 3, I was riding a giant Percheron draft horse. He was massive. I think his shoulders were like about 5'11", 6 feet off the ground. So I'm this tiny little thing on this giant draft horse. The other thing that scares me is working with horses, or like picking their feet when they don't like having their feet touched, because they kick.
Okay.
They kick very hard. They will do anything in their power to get their foot out of your hand. Which is why a lot of the time, I guess there's only 3.
Yeah, so you're not ready after all that. Oops, everybody's gone.
I thought there was 4, or was that 4? I can't tell.
I thought that was 3.
Anyways, it might have been 3, it might have been 4. I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, so if you see people picking their horse's feet that are, oh, now we get a horse. If you see people picking their horse's feet and you see them turn their so they're facing the back end of the horse, and they'll pick the foot up and put it in between their knees and hold it like that. It makes it a lot easier to pick their feet.
Okay.
Because they can't go up, they can't go down or to the side, so they kind of just gotta let their foot sit there. Got a favor I'd like to ask of you. This foal was born at our farm, but for some reason he's not doing very well. We can't look after him all the time, so we think he'd be able to until he's perfect. Yes, yes. Give me the foal. Give me the horse. Give me the horse. We can even name him. Yeah.
Hi-ho, Silver!
What are we naming him?
Tornado.
Okay.
Why did I think of that?
I don't know, but I think it's funny that you did, because the first horse farm that I volunteered at, one of our horses was named Twister.
Yeah.
And he was also unrideable.
Oh, I know where I got that name from. Mascazora.
Tucked him in the day, brushing her grass. Into the stable field. But Twister was like Chestnut Appaloosa. He was gorgeous, and he was so sweet. And he was kind of like, if I can say he's bigger, until then please take care of him. Yes, I will. But Twister would like follow me around while I was like mucking out the paddock and everything. And my favorite Twister story is when Pegasus and Renegade got into a fight over a fence. They were like fighting over the fence, which was terrifying. But I was backed into a corner, so I had the it was like the corner fences of the adjoining paddocks.
Right.
There was a water trough here, and they were fighting right in front of me. And Twister noticed that, came over, got in between me and Pegasus, and walked me out of the paddock. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. And it was funny because our black paint horse Toby and our Shetland pony Jimmy, they were like the Three Stooges. It was adorable because, like, if I started walking around the secondary paddock where the hay bale was, I would just walk around and I'd have a train of those three following me. Twister would follow me, Toby was following Twister, and Jimmy was following Toby. It was so cute! It was so cute! Actually, wait a minute. No, I gotta go back to Cyber's. Oops. I'm broken. Damn.
Wake up, you old bastard!
Yeah. Funny, I think. Because Cyber's is where you get the brush.
Right. I love just listening to you talk about horses and stuff. It's really like intriguing and entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like to hear, like when you do talk about it, you're very passionate about it, which I absolutely adore.
Well, I mean, growing up, I was the horse kid. You know, like that was just my shtick. That was my lot in life. Every town has the weird horse kid. I was the weird horse kid. And I I'm going to tell you this before anybody in my family does so that they don't embarrass me. I just embarrass myself. I used to walk on all fours because I just I didn't have a horse, so I had to be my own horse. And I did that for so much of my life that my lungs are actually formed to function better if I'm leaned over like that instead of upright. It's the weirdest shit.
Well, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
My,
What the hell did you just carry?
a bamboo shoot.
Oh.
But, actually, let's go to Severus with the, brush. I wish I could think. Actually, wait a minute, what is this? It's closed on Thursdays. We can't go to Severus.
Oh, so much for that.
Fuck.
Well, that was a short trip.
Yep.
Now, can you bring the horse out of the barn, or
Yes.
me out of the stable? Or no?
Yes, you can.
Can you actually ride him? Or no?
Not yet, because he's a baby. You can, once he grows up after a year, and then you can ride him. But I feel like, as an equestrian, that just bugs the shit out of me, because, you're not really supposed to start horses until they're like 4 or 5 years old. Which is actually one thing that I absolutely detest about, the horse racing industry. Because they start those horses when they're like 1 or 2.
So, speaking of that, do you know how the big thing this weekend, or past week, whatever, was the Kentucky Derby?
Yep.
Apparently, like, I don't know what it is, but like they're looking into like certain practices or something. I don't know. And it's just like I looked it up, and it's like the Kentucky Derby's been around for like
ages.
Yes.
Absolutely ages.
But apparently, like, some of the practices and stuff that they still do are still, like, the way it was done originally, like, 200 years ago or something. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Because I'm not big on derbies. I'm not a big Kentucky Derby kind of person.
One thing that I absolutely fucking... and I didn't actually know this until I worked at the second horse farm I volunteered at. Because we had an ex-racehorse. But I had no idea that in order to, like, ID all of the horses, they tattoo numbers on their upper lip on the inside.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, so if you flip their lip up, there's a number across it, and it's fucking horrendous.
For real?
Dead.
Wow.
And that's how they keep their IDs like in line.
It used to be just branding, wasn't it?
I don't know what it used to be. I don't really know a lot of the history of the racing industry. I just know what goes on now. But it's absolutely goddamn horrendous. And another thing that they do is, so there's, like a qualification race. So your horse has to be like a specific time, for it to qualify for any derbies or anything. But they have to run faster than they normally would in a race. And some of the horses run literally so fast that it shatters the bones in their legs.
Ouch.
One video I found was this horse. She was like 1.5 years old, this little baby filly. And she ran so hard that her entire cannon bone shattered. And so, oh, this isn't started. but this entire bone just shattered, and you could see bone fragments flying out of her leg.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, that's what they do to all of these horses.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
On that note,
Sorry,
no, you're good. You're fine.
I'm a
It's
little
something.
overly passionate about
It's
like.
fine. Like I said, the only thing I know about horses, like I don't know anything. I don't know
All you
anything.
know is that they're big and they're fast.
Yeah, and I don't want to get stepped on by one.
Yeah, being stepped on isn't really. It's not pleasant. It's not the worst thing that can happen, but it's definitely not pleasant.
Yeah, from what you've told me, and from what I've seen in like posts of people who have been like, there's been like I subscribe to like a it's kind of like it's called American Medicine or whatever.
Hmm.
I've shown you some of their videos like of the injuries and stuff.
Right.
There's been a few in there where they, especially the biggest thing was because of the Kentucky Derby. They showed like prior injuries and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And some of these injuries that these riders can get are so horrendous. It's like, jeez Louise, like if they get thrown off the horse or, if the horse falls or whatever.
So when I began riding, I rode Western.
Okay.
That was my thing, was Western. I loved it, and I wanted to be a barrel racer. Um, and I think it's funny that my entire family was cool with that. They were like, "All right, cool, whatever. You can be a barrel racer." Um, but I was talking to Lisa about it, and she and Oma knew this lady who was a pro barrel racer who had literally at least once, some of them twice, broken every single bone in her body. Every single one. At least once. Most of them twice. From barrel racing. And you're cool with me doing that? I can't even look at a motorcycle without getting reprimanded, but you're gonna let me do that?
Maybe it was like a reverse psychology trick.
I don't know. But it never really deterred me. Like, equestrian shit is like my dream. If I had stuck with it, I could have actually gone pro in a hunter jumper. Dressage, maybe, but I don't really like dressage. It's too irritating.
Just to be clear, I have no idea what dressage is.
Dressage is it's like horse dancing.
Oh, okay.
Dressage is the one where you're in an arena and it's got like a little white fence on the ground with letters at um there's letters at each corner, and then there's letters like halfway between each corner on all four sides.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to like um you have to like have like a it's like a dance routine
Oh, okay.
with your horse. And it's it's fun when you're good at it, but when you're learning, it's confusing and slightly irritating, for the rider and the horse, because um, like if the rider doesn't know what they're doing, if the rider doesn't know what they're doing, the horse gets really irritated. But until you know what you're doing, you have to like deal with irritating the shit out of your horse. Um, but like Hunter Jumper is just really straightforward. It's just you go around the arena and you do these jumps in order, and that's just it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Um, let's get a fishing rod.
Fishing rod?
Yeah. But I want to get back into equestrian sports.
Like, I think
Yeah.
yeah. English, please press one. I think you could, if you would like to do that, you should do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would really love to. That would just, it would complete my life. Haha, here we go.
what's this?
You're getting a fishing rod.
Hey, you came at a great time.
Huh?
You see, a friend of mine left me this fishing rod. I don't fish, but I don't want to throw it away either. Will you use it? You look like a good fisher to me. Yeah, I look like a perfect Pokemon. Sure.
Hell yeah, we got a fishing rod.
Maybe we'll catch lots of fish with that.
And a nice fishing rod. Hey, nice rod.
Right. No, you're good, because that's the first thing that popped up in my mind. I'm like, wow, you're checking out my rod, dude? And here we go.
Interesting.
Did you press the button?
Yeah.
The fish herring is 20 centimeters big.
He was cut down at the largest tree in the forest with
A
a
herring.
herring. Wait, how much stuff do we have in our backpack? Oh, just a herring. Okay.
What's the herring?
And now we have a fishing rod and we can go fishing whenever the fuck we want.
There you go. Man, today was like one of those. It was a great weekend, but it was a long weekend.
Yeah,
Between the errands and stuff that we ran yesterday, and then the stuff that we did today
and
with the kids, and and
the hiking and
yeah,
yeah,
that's why I'm prepared to have a lazy weekend this next weekend.
yeah.
You know, kids depending. Yeah, Lord willing. Is he gonna catch one?
No,
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 no.
no, I'm not.
Let's think positive. Don't be negative.
I can't help it. Oh no, that's not true. I was gonna say I can't help being negative. It's my blood type, but I'm not. I'm O positive.
Haha, see? She must think positive. What was that?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
Folks, I think I heard a noise.
No,
No? That's weird.
I forgot that that's a thing.
You can whistle at him.
What up?
So why is he counting on you and your shipments?
Because that's his job.
Like, are your shipments going to help the town? Is that it?
I don't know. I don't think it's really ever explicitly stated.
Oh, poor horse is tired.
Do you ever see that? That's your like idle animation.
Right.
Oh, we gotta. Oh, you happen to have a horse, sheep, or cow and still don't own a brush. May this adjust the speaker every time you get one? Yes, I have one. Thank you.
You have one.
I do.
One more day and then we'll call it.
Sounds toasty to me.
You are toasty. Nice and warm and toasty.
Yeah.
Baguette.
The cooking festival is tomorrow at Teddy's. Bring this you can edit. I don't have a. I don't think I have a way to cook anything. We don't really have a kitchen. I
Right.
don't think. I mean, unless
That's
I
it.
just bring like a fucking thing of honey.
Or bring a thing of bread and honey. you go.
I don't really have a way to cook bread, man.
So where's he eating all? Where's he getting all the bread from?
I don't know.
You're the wizard of this game.
He just it just materializes out of thin fucking air. I guess. I don't know, man. I want to know if we can throw the dog in the river.
No, again.
I'll do it on my personal one.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to ruin our playthrough if it does have a negative consequence.
Yeah, I get you.
Give me the egg.
Give you the egg.
Give me the egg.
So remember how, like, in Stardew Valley, like, you have, like, dinosaur eggs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Do you have anything like that in Harvest Moon or not?
No. Harvest Moon is completely normal.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, add something there, like dinosaurs or dragons or something. Yeah, that's anything.
I wish. That would be cool.
So I feel kind of bad.
Why?
Alright, so one of the other things that happened this past week was not only the Kentucky Derby, but was the coronation for King Charles. So a lot of my friends are posting like how they watch the King's coronation, stuff like that, and I felt bad because I'm sitting there just going, I haven't. I didn't watch it.
Did you want to?
It really didn't. Honestly, I'm not sure. Probably not. I mean, nothing against King Charles and nothing against anything like that. It's just like I completely forgot. It's just.
And it's just not your thing?
Yeah, it's just not my thing.
Fair enough.
But congratulations to King Charles on becoming King of Britain. Is it King of England or King of Britain?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he's the big man in the throne, so congratulations to King Charles.
I was thinking about like the coronation outfits before, and then I was thinking about the Met Gala. And you know what I really miss?
What?
I miss Oma absolutely loved watching like the Oscars and Emmys and Grammys and all that, everything. If it was an award show, she loved it.
Right.
So we used to have like these big nights where we'd go over to Ani's and we'd have a whole bunch of fucking snacks. We'd sit around and yeah, I know I don't have a lot of space. I get it. Shut up. Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah. But we would just sit around snacking and watching the award shows and like saying who we think will win like different categories and shit. Everything. It was a lot of fun.
My folks have done that before. Honestly.
It was like an annual tradition. It was a big deal.
Hey, Zach, get your ass over here.
Actually, wait a minute. Want to see? Wait. What makes your dad come to you?
No heart this time?
No, he only does it on the first one.
Okay. Are you actually going to catch a fish this time, or are you going to forget to?
It's not that I forgot, I just hit the wrong button.
You hit the wrong button?
I hit the wrong button because I was trying to get my hands resettled after clicking the mouse to get rid of my stupid fucking notification. He's so cute. love the silly little dog.
Oh.
Do you see him? He's on his little back, his little legs in the air.
Oh. Oh. Is he
Put the
asleep?
chickens away. Yep. Oh, did I show you the idle animation?
No, you didn't.
Hang on, let me put the other chicken away and then I'll show you.
The other chicken?
There you are. Chicken. Little chickens. Yep, you'll get it. Cool. Thanks, Zach. So if you just sit for a minute.
Just sit for a minute?
Yep. And then you just lay down and fall asleep.
Oh. He's tired.
Oh yeah, farm work is tiring.
Dude, I feel your pain. I'm getting tired too.
You know what my least favorite part of farm work is?
What?
Moving hay bales.
I think you told me about that.
I probably have. I bitch about it all the time. Because it's exhausting.
And I think that's gonna be it.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Harvest Moon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed playing this game. It's nice and relaxing, kind of a nice little thing to do after a long weekend if you could kind of catch the drift of us.
Yeah.
What we've been talking about. But I hope you guys liked it. If you like this video, please leave a comment in the comments below. Also, check out in the description, we have links to other accounts, which are Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok.
Nice.
Thank you for practicing. So if you'd like to check those out, just click on the links in the description and tell us what you think. And also, if you have any other games that you'd like for us to try out or that you would recommend, please leave a comment in the comments section as well. Jace, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Rainbow Gaming. I'm Matt.
I'm Chase.
And we will see you in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.